Imagine realizing that the catastrophic fall of Atlantis wasn't a natural disaster, a myth, or a simple historical tragedy, but a massive, reality-shattering temporal collapse caused by the very time travel technology they invented. Now, the timeline is actively unraveling, and the only way to fix it is to jump back into the most dangerous, chaotic moment in human history. Welcome to Echoes of the Fall, the mind-bending, action-packed third installment in the Epic of Atlantis series by multi-million-copy best-selling authors Douglas E. Richards and Brandon Ellis. If you love high-concept, hard science fiction, globe-trotting and time-trotting techno-thrillers, and the terrifying reality of paradoxes coming to life, this massive audiobook epic will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative thriller fiction, blending cutting-edge quantum physics, ancient mythology, and the sheer, unadulterated terror of watching history rewrite itself in real time. The narrative kicks off with Robert Shaw, Matt, Kira, and their sentient starship AI facing the catastrophic consequences of their temporal meddling. The fall is no longer just a historical event they are studying. It is a temporal shockwave that is actively erasing their present. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of overcharged temporal drives, the claustrophobic dread of shifting realities, and the awe-inspiring, terrifying spectacle of jumping directly into the final, doomed days of the Atlantean Empire. Richards and Ellis excel at making the science feel dangerously real, grounding the fantastical elements of a collapsing timeline in hard, logical physics that makes the impossible feel like it could happen tomorrow. At the core of the book's addictive appeal is its brilliant, high-stakes approach to time travel mechanics and temporal warfare. This isn't a story where the heroes can just jump back and fix things with a simple tweak. Every change creates devastating butterfly effect ripples. Watching the team analyze the collapsing timeline, theorize the mechanics of temporal stabilization, and try to outsmart a shadowy enemy that is using the fall of Atlantis to weaponize the past is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the high-tech gadgetry, the desperate firefights in a crumbling ancient city, and the mind-bending temporal anomalies to life, making every paradox and every tactical maneuver feel incredibly visceral and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular sci-fi concepts and the ancient mysteries, the soul of Echoes of the Fall lies in its deeply relatable characters and the crushing moral burden of their mission. Robert, Matt, and Kira are grounded professionals forced to make agonizing choices when tampering with the timeline threatens to erase the people they love, or worse, erase humanity entirely. The dynamic between the human crew and their highly advanced sentient starship adds a fantastic layer of philosophical depth as they debate the ethics of letting a civilization fall versus destroying the future, all while fighting for their lives in a collapsing city. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. The team is pushed to the absolute limit as they infiltrate the heart of the falling Atlantean capital, racing against the clock to secure the ultimate artifact and stabilize the temporal rift before the shockwave wipes out their present. The finale is a spectacular convergence of tactical brilliance, high-stakes temporal warfare, and a jaw-dropping paradigm shift that completely recontextualizes the entire trilogy. It delivers a massive, dopamine-fueled payoff that will leave you staring at the wall in stunned silence, proving that the past is never truly dead. Echoes of the Fall is a triumph of the science fiction thriller genre. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically epic. Douglas E. Richards and Brandon Ellis have crafted a milestone book that proves the ultimate mystery of human history is just the beginning of the war. Plug in your headphones, initialize the temporal jive, and join Robert Shaw. The city is falling, the timeline is breaking, and they are the only ones who can put the pieces back together.